Keir Starmer is under pressure like never before, from foreign policy confusion to domestic controversy, and tonight we're breaking down why Labour's leadership is facing serious questions. Welcome to Power and Policy UK, the channel dedicated to exposing how power is exercised, how policy is shaped, and who truly benefits from political decisions. Here we go beyond headlines, cut through spin, and deliver clear, independent analysis of UK politics and global affairs. If you're looking for facts, context, and accountability, not talking points, you're in the right place. UK politics is facing renewed scrutiny today as Labour leader Keir Starmer finds himself under pressure on multiple fronts, raising serious questions about leadership, consistency, and political judgment. From his stance on Iran to controversy surrounding Maccabi football fans and a growing backlash over a Bristol MP's school visit, the debate is intensifying both inside and outside Westminster. Starmer's position on Iran has once again drawn criticism, particularly from campaigners and MPs who believe Labour's response lacks clarity and moral conviction. As tensions in the Middle East continue to escalate, many expected a firmer and more decisive stance. Instead, Starmer's comments have been described by critics as cautious to the point of ambiguity. While he has condemned violence and called for de-escalation, opponents argue that his language carefully avoids direct accountability or clear policy commitments. This has led to frustration among human rights advocates who want Labour to take a stronger stand on Iran's actions, particularly in relation to regional instability and domestic repression. Supporters of Starmer argue that his approach reflects diplomatic responsibility and an attempt to position Labour as a credible party of government rather than a protest movement. However, the balancing act has not satisfied everyone. Several voices within the party's own base feel that the leadership is more concerned with avoiding controversy than standing firmly on principle. This tension highlights a broader issue for Starmer: how to maintain unity while appealing to a wide and often divided electorate. Adding to the pressure is controversy surrounding the treatment and public discourse around Maccabi football fans. Following recent incidents involving Maccabi supporters, the political response has sparked debate over antisemitism, public safety, and double standards in how football-related violence is discussed. Starmer has been vocal in condemning antisemitism, reaffirming Labour's zero-tolerance stance, a position shaped by the party's difficult recent history on the issue. However, some critics claim that the response risks oversimplifying complex situations and potentially alienating communities who feel unfairly scrutinized. Others argue that strong condemnation is necessary and overdue, pointing out that anti-Semitism in football culture has long been underreported or minimized. The challenge for Labour is navigating these sensitive conversations without appearing selective or politically opportunistic. Once again, Starmer is attempting to strike a careful tone, but for many the question remains whether caution is being mistaken for leadership. Meanwhile, controversy has also erupted in Bristol following a school visit by a local MP, drawing national attention and reigniting debates about politics in education. The visit, intended as a routine civic engagement, has been criticized by some parents and activists who claim it crossed the line into political messaging. Others have defended the visit, arguing that exposing students to democratic institutions and elected representatives is both appropriate and valuable. The incident has become a lightning rod for broader concerns about impartiality in schools and the role of politicians in educational spaces. Critics accuse Labour of mixed messaging, particularly when the party has previously raised concerns about political neutrality in classrooms.
The situation has fueled accusations of hypocrisy, with opponents questioning whether Labour applies its principles consistently, depending on who is involved. For Starmer, these overlapping controversies present a significant challenge. Each issue on its own might be manageable, but together they create a narrative of a leader constantly on the defensive, reacting rather than setting the agenda. Political opponents are quick to seize on this, portraying Labour as cautious, conflicted, and overly focused on image management. Yet supporters argue that this scrutiny is a sign of Labour's growing relevance. As the party positions itself as a serious alternative government, every statement and action is examined more closely. From this perspective, the pressure reflects higher expectations rather than failure. Starmer's leadership style, rooted in legal precision and risk management, appeals to voters who value stability, but may struggle to inspire those seeking bold vision and moral clarity. As the political landscape becomes increasingly polarized, Starmer's ability to navigate these controversies will likely shape Labour's fortunes in the months ahead. Whether his measured approach proves to be a strength or a weakness remains an open question. What is clear is that the scrutiny is not going away, and the demand for clearer answers, firmer positions, and consistent principles is only growing. With foreign policy, social cohesion, and domestic accountability all colliding at once, this moment could define not just Starmer's leadership, but Labour's credibility as a party ready to govern. This is Power and Policy UK, where power is questioned, policy is challenged, and accountability comes first. If you value independent political analysis without spin or party loyalty, support the channel by subscribing, sharing your views in the comments, and joining the conversation. Your engagement keeps this platform independent, and we'll see you in the next analysis.